Thunder from Down Under, Neil Robertson. Mark Williams.
Well, this promises to be a fantastic evening of entertainment in Bolton. Two great left-handers, two great players, full stop. Both came through dramatic group finals. Of course, Williams, the win over Karen Wilson. And we saw what it meant.
During that break, Robertson's average shot time was 18 seconds, nice rhythm. I think he needs to find freedom. Although, that's easier said than done.
Oh, the red on the extreme right of the bunch is available. Possibility of a pot up into the top left-hand corner pocket. Pretty close, pretty close. What a shot. Okay, cue ball. Bit tight to right-hand side cushion, but wow, what an opening pot that was.
Missed a pressurised black in the previous frame. You very rarely miss these thick. It was into the far jaw, but accurate enough. In fact, that's right up there with one of the best shots he's played all match.
Yeah, that's even better than the opening red, believe it or not, because he's played it with a lot of pace. Knowing full well he was going to be leaving something. It was a previous shot. He was playing it with a safety in mind. Excellent black, that.
9.
No room on the pink spot, which is probably a little bit of a help to Mark Williams.
15.
Probably go back up for the blue here.
16.
Yeah, just looking at the angle. So when potting this blue, he's thinking a few shots ahead here. Pot the blue, pot the red, get a nice angle on the blue, into the pack.
$21. 22.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. He's got to try and hit maybe the apex ball or just left of it as we look. He's hit the apex, always needs a little bit of luck, and that's okay. He'll settle for that.
27. $28. $35. $36.
He's a snooker treasure, is Mark Williams, and he's still capable of producing these golden performances. Not had a great amount of success against Neil Robertson in the past. He's never beaten the Australian comfortably, but that could change this evening.
44.
It's okay. I would have liked to have been a little bit close to the
51.
red, but he's got a nice angle. You can just back up for the blue here.
$52.
Now, this is the key shot. Don't think there's any reds available into this left corner, so he's got to play some sort of a... Could play for the loose one on the left-hand side cushion, but he's got a nice angle on the blue. He may take the chance to go into the pack and just try and develop one or two. Quick glance at the score. What does he do? Does he play for the loose red near the left-hand pocket? That's what he's contemplating. Does he take the chance and into the pack? He's played for the loose red.
$57.
Don't be fooled by the proximity of the red to the pocket. These are tough. But with the rest tonight, he's knocked in 4 out of 4.
Yeah, safely dispatched, but now he has the same problem. I could lose the cue ball here. He's got to hit this pink, almost full ball to try and hold the cue ball. If he hits it on the right-hand side, the cue ball may go to the right-hand side cushion, so he has to play this well. It's not too bad. Full ball on the pink, leaving a red into the left centre. Virtually frame ball this, because it'd be perfect on the black if the red goes in, but these are always tricky. No problem.
66.
After what happened in frame 4, he'll want to knock the black in and at least one more red.
Yeah, okay. $73. $74.
Well, that's the frame over and done with. Now, can he make a nice little delicate cannon on those reds? He certainly can. Beautifully played.
79.
Okay, pink has gone in the way of the black into the right corner pocket, but you're playing a red up to the blue. But it's been a wonderfully crafted break, this, for Mark Williams.
80.
Already the architect of the highest break of the tournament, 140 against Kyron Wilson in the quarterfinals.
$85. $86. $93. $94.
I think he's definitely getting a better response out of that Q-tip, generating some effortless backspin there.
99.
Yeah, wonderful break from Mark Williams. Duly appreciated. Wonderful crowd. Really is a class act. And still playing.
105.
Top quality snooker. That man can only sit and watch and admire what Mark Williams has
107.
done so far.
.651st career century, 22nd this season, which matches the total of Robertson.
110. $114. $119.
And there's a beautiful little deft touch. Now pink around the house, 4 cushions, maybe back for the black into the same pocket. 1, 2. Has it got the legs?
125.
Has it got the legs? It has. Great shot.
Robertson got off the mark, and then Mark went off on a toe clearance. Brilliant. And what a break we've just seen from Williams. Started by not one but 2 contenders for the Hot Shots reel. The opening red and then the black with the cue ball tucked under the side cushion.
One.
Well, what's this man got left? He's had to sit in his chair with the whole of the frame, basically. Can he respond himself? No miss snooker from here on in, basically. Can't
3.
afford another missed pot, missed chance. Particularly the form his opponent is in.
Four.
Was he spotted into this right corner pocket? There's a couple of reds possibility. Yeah. He's not going to attack them just yet. Maybe on his next shot, after his next colour, but he'd love to get one of those reds, particularly the red just above the black to the left. It's available into the right corner.
Ten.
Now, what sort of an angle has he got in the black? I'm not quite sure what he can force the cue ball in, get back for that red into the same pocket. He's giving it a good look. Maybe he's asking the referee if the black is not on a spot or not. He's asking Mark.
Okay.
He's entitled to ask the referee. Well, maybe getting the cue ball clean. I thought he was looking at the black there, but I think he was doing the sportsman's thing there, Phil. Just saying to Mark that there's something on the white. He wasn't trying to gain an advantage, but if the referee didn't put the cue ball back in the right position, that he'd be better on the black. He was just squaring that up with Mark. He didn't have the angle to get back for that red into the same pocket, so playing for the red into the middle, back up for the
17.
blue.
18.
And now he's got a nice angle and get down for a couple of possibilities.
$23. 24.
All Robertson can do is keep potting
31.
balls, keep trying to inch back into contention, and you never know.
$32.
Yeah, clever shot, just leaving
39.
himself nice little angle on this red, so when he pots the red, he'll just nudge into the base of the pack here, bring some more reds into play. Beautiful,
40.
beautiful shot. He's blessed with wonderful cue power, such a great cueist, but when he needs it, a little bit of power, and he needed it there just to get the cue ball back and bring it nicely on the black.
Let's not forget that Neil Robertson was 9-4 down to another illustrious member of the class of 1992, John Higgins, in the Tour Championship final. 9-4 down, won 10-9.
$47.
Yeah, just having a look. If he pots this red, he'd be on the pink. And with the 2 loose reds after this next red, he could accumulate enough points that he could leave Mark needing a snooker. So he's looked at the scoreboard a few times.
48. $53. 54.
He may look at the scoreboard once more. Pink will be 60. Red and the black would be 68 with 67 on.
I'll need a minute, Mill, please. I'll need a minute, please.
Referee just asking for a bit of time to see. This is a delicate situation here. Getting the pink right in between those reds. You'd want to have a steady hand for this job, that's for sure. She's done really well there, Tatiana.
Yeah, not the sort to be ruffled.
Thank you. 60. $61.
5 reds left. Therefore, 67 on the table. So this is frame ball.
$68.
Could have been a nicer split. May have to take a red up into the green pocket as we look. So
Neil
frame
Robertson,
not
68.
completely over, but a wonderful break from Neil Robertson nonetheless. Mark Williams needs 1 4-point snooker.
One.
That's the exclamation mark on the frame. Robertson pulls 1 back. Not finished yet.
Five. Six. $13. 14.
The snooker's been a lot cleaner since the interval.
21.
Quality has increased.
Neil Robertson, 21 and a frame.
And Neil Robertson has won 2 out of 3 frames. But the fact remains, Mark Williams still looking good. But Neil Robertson, throughout his fine career, has produced some really good comebacks. We talked about the one against John Higgins in the Tour Championship final. In 2017, in the Scottish Open, he was 8-4 down against Chow Yu-peng, ended up capturing the title. And when he won the World Championship, went into the last session of a best-of-25 frame match against Martin Gould, 11-5 adrift, and still ended up on the winning side. So all of that means, Ken, there will be no complacency from Williams.
No, and I never expect it from that man. Too old and too wise. We've seen it all. We've seen it many times. It can happen. As I said, if a player gets on a roll, it's one of the hardest things about snooker, of course. You know, when your opponent is at the table, there's nothing you can do and just sit in the chair and wait until he misses. Oh, but there's a mistake. He hasn't left anything straightforward, but a possible pot of a red into his top right-hand corner pocket. Sort of a free shot, really. The only red he could leave is possibly the red that he's taken on. Playing for the blue into the right centre, or the pink. Oh, it's right there. No problem.
1.
Yeah, pink available. He looks so composed, Mark Williams. He really does. Looks very, very confident. Striking the ball with complete authority.
7. 8.
The other thing, Ken, he's so laid back, so relaxed. Had a short chat with Mark up in the VIP room before the match. He was up there with Lee Walker, his coach, and it was clear he had no anxiety or trepidation whatsoever.
$15. 16.
Needs to slow up the cue ball. And he's okay. He's slowed up, or just got a nice angle. There is still one more red at the bottom of the pack. If he was low on the blue, he could have played for the red that's closest to the right centre, but he's got this other option. But he needs a nice angle on the blue eventually, because the black is sort of still potable, the black, but can't really
21.
go into the pack off the black, so maybe he might play for it here.
22.
We saw one more red still. It's potable into the same pocket. We play for that now. And this time, he's just purposely left a nice little angle when potting this red. Maybe bring another couple of reds into play.
$29. 30.
Yeah, that's worked out nice. Okay, playing for the blue, but he was always playing that with a bit of pace. Because he was always going to be on a ball colour, and he still had that red over the right centre. It's really how focused he is. He knows this is his chance for a place in the final.
Yes, we're getting ever closer to a brand new name being engraved on the
30.
Champion of Champions silverware.
$33.
If he takes the blue here and goes into the pack, it's maybe one shot that could possibly go wrong. But if it gets it right, oh, there you go. Exactly. Oops! He threw the chalk up and came down and hit him on the head. Well.
Touch and ball.
Whoops. No, he was all right. Missed them.
Touch and ball.
Well, that's incredible, Phil, isn't it? Look at where that ball has landed. Touching ball as well. I mean, another roll of the cue ball. He would have been perfect on the red into this left corner pocket.
Yeah, you can understand his exasperation, can't you?
Mark Williams, 38.
Let's not forget this is a man who earlier this season was the width of a jaw away from collecting £500,000 in Saudi Arabia. Deciding frame made 62, missed a mid-range red. Jet Trump cleared up with 72 to claim the riches.
I think he's left this red. Yeah. Oh, Mark Williams been such a wonderful, prolific long putter. The only problem about this, you see the angle. It's not completely straightforward. It's not straight enough to pot it and come off the top cushion and go back up for blue. Could be going into a red unless he tries to get through the gap. Makes his pot a little bit harder. Yeah, it went through the gap, but great pot. It's not too bad. He can pot the blue. Yeah, that's okay.
6.
There's a couple of reds just above and left of the pink spot. Pot into the right centre pocket. One good pot and one good position.
Seven.
I know it's only a minor thing, he's right in amongst them now. What will decrease the pressure slightly here for Williams, that awkward green? That's a little insurance policy.
$12. $13.
what's happened in the past doesn't seem to affect Mark
80.
Williams. He had a poor record against Kyron Wilson. Defeated the current world champion.
$90.
He hasn't beaten Neil Robertson for 7 years. But now he's on the verge of putting that to rights.
Yeah, really good performance, you'd have to say. Real tough, quality
20.
match play. A wonderful champion. And still playing top quality snooker.
25.
Yeah. Crowd acknowledged that's match ball. 59 remaining, and this black will just compound it. And in it goes, Mark Williams. Well, it's going to be an interesting final, Phil. Zhao Guodong
32.
tomorrow over the best of 19. Both players in great form.
33.
Bear in mind, Mark Williams is now just 1 win away from capturing 2 massive titles this year. The Tour Championship, and on this form, possibly,
39.
some would say probably, the Champion of Champions.
40.
Yeah, and the way he's playing, he's going to be hard to stop. But Zhao Guodong is playing some wonderful snooker himself. I think he has all the hallmarks of being a great final.
46. 47.
He may play it a little underarm here. If he can't reach, yeah, there you see it. Not many players. In fact, if anybody can play that in the game, but no problem to this man. He's got all the shots.
53. 54.
Comes back tomorrow to try and win his 36th professional title. It's been a wonderful career. And to be frank, there's no sign of it fizzling out. All of that talk about being at the tail end of his career and losing his powers.
59.
Don't you believe it?
61. Neil Robertson for Mark Williams, 61.
Mark Williams was superb all evening. The 1-3-2 total clearance, the highlight of a match in which the Welshman gets a deserved standing ovation. He's 49 and his form remains mighty fine, and now he's in the final of the Champion of Champions.